Job was a good man, he was a righteous man, he was deeply devoted to God. Job was also blessed. He had a large family and many possessions. He was prosperous and respected. He was living proof that God blesses those who follow him. Job's life was a testament to his faith. He was grateful for all that he had. He never took his blessings for granted. One day, Satan appeared before God. Satan questioned Job's motives. He claimed that Job only served God for the blessings. He challenged God. Could Job remain faithful through suffering? God allowed Satan to test Job. This was not to punish Job. God knew Job's heart. He knew Job would remain faithful. Job's life was about to change. His faith would be tested like never before. This would be a test for the ages. It is a story that still resonates today. Tragedy struck Job swiftly and relentlessly. He lost his wealth, his livestock died, his crops failed, his servants were killed, his world came crashing down. Then the unthinkable happened. All of his children died in a horrific accident. Job was devastated. He tore his clothes and shaved his head in mourning. Yet Job did not curse God. He did not turn away. He said, "The Lord gives and the Lord takes away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Job's faith was shaken but not broken. He still believed. He still trusted. He still loved God. Satan was furious. His first attempt to break Job had failed. He demanded another chance. Satan believed that physical pain would break Job. God allowed Satan to afflict Job with painful sores. Job was covered from head to toe. Job's suffering was unbearable. His friends came to comfort him. They sat with him in silence. They did not understand his pain. They could not offer any answers. Job's friends began to question him. They suggested he must have sinned. They believed his suffering was punishment. Job vehemently denied their accusations. He proclaimed his innocence. He refused to blame God. He knew in his heart that he had done nothing wrong. Job's faith was pushed to the limit. He questioned God. He cried out in anguish. He longed for relief. Job never lost sight of God. He never stopped believing. He clung to his faith. This gave him strength. His friends urged him to curse God and die. Job refused. He knew God was still there. He believed God would see him through. God finally spoke to Job. He did not explain Job's suffering. He reminded Job of his power. He asked Job, "Where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth?" Job was humbled. He realized the vastness of God. He acknowledged his limited understanding. Job repented of his doubts. He accepted God's wisdom. He found peace in surrender. God restored Job's fortunes. He blessed him with more children and possessions. But the greatest blessing was Job's unwavering faith. Job's story is an inspiration. It teaches us about patience. It teaches us about trust. It teaches us about finding hope in despair.